أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and welcome to today's class. I hope you're all well, inshallah. We'll just start our class in just a minute. I'm just admitting some more students. Okay, so before we start, you all know the rules. I'll repeat them again. Make sure you are logged in with the correct ID. I believe a student was entered with the wrong ID, so I'll just see if they have corrected their IDs. Yeah, so someone has logged in with the ID Galaxy Tab A2017. So this is the wrong ID. Can you please log off or rename yourself right now? Because this is your wrong ID and your attendance will not be marked. So Galaxy Tab A2017, please change your name to your actual ID. Otherwise, I will have to remove you from the class. So also make sure that your videos are off throughout the class. Make sure that you're listening carefully throughout the class, and at the end of the class you'll be given your homework, so write that down. And if you have any issues or queries, questions, you can always contact us on this email address that is linked here below. Okay, so we'll start our class today with a dua from the Holy Quran. So let me see if I can find a student. Okay, A11. A1183.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Is that A1183?
Yep.
Alright, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to repeat after me. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim.
Bismillahir rahmanir rahim.
Bismillahir rahmanir rahim.
Rabbi zidni ilma.
Rabbi zidni ilma.
Excellent. And translation, please.
Oh my Lord, increase me in knowledge.
Excellent. Well done. So that was really, really good. So in today's class, I'm going to ask you to stay on the mic. In today's class, we will be continuing our recitation from the Holy Quran, because we would like all of you to get as much experience as possible to read from the Holy Quran, so that you get used to it, and then hopefully after this course is finished, you're able to read the Quran in continuation and in fluency. So I'm going to, like I said, we're going to be carrying on from where we left off yesterday from the Holy Quran, and that was here. So A1183, I'm going to ask you to start from here, okay? So read A'udhu Billah and then start from here.
Okay. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Wa is kulna nadjulu.
This is ha, so khulu.
Hazihi hilkar yutaf.
Okay, over here, this is fatha on top of the ya, so yata.
Yatafakulu min hey su she tu.
Okay, over here, let me just stop you there. So you read this well, she, and then over here you have the hamza with a sukoon on top of it. So whenever you have a hamza, you have to join the previous letter to that, because it has a sukoon on top. So shit. Yeah, slight jerk sound, but shit, like that, okay? And then shittum. Yeah.
Shittum ra gadun ma wad.
Well, let me help you out over here. First of all, when you read the ra, just do it for 1 second. Don't stretch it for longer than 1 second, okay? So Raga.
Raga.
Well done. Now over here, this is a bit more complicated. So we need to remember all the rules that we've learned previously in our previous classes. So over here, let's take it bit by bit. Let's focus on this bit first. You have a tanween on top of the dal, and then in front of it, you have a vowel with a shadda and a fatha. So when you join this together, because it's a vowel mushaddad, we need to produce the nasal sound whilst joining the dal to the vowel. So we would say Dawnwa.
Dawnwa.
Okay, well done. So because of the tanween, if we were looking at the dal on its own, so dal with tanween, we would say dan like that, okay? But because the next letter has a shadda on top of it, and it's a vowel shadda, that means that we have to still produce that nasal sound whilst joining it to the vowel. So that's why we have to produce the nasal sound for 2 seconds. Then also we have a dal with a sukoon, which means we have to join both of these to the dal. So all together, three things we're joining together. So it would be downward.
Downward.
Well done. Downward.
Downward.
Well done. Okay, so this is a bit more of a complicated rule that we've learned previously as well. And we've learned that if a letter has a tanween on top of it, yeah, tanween is this double stroke of fatha, kasra, or dhamma. In this case, is a double stroke of fatha, tanween. Then and the next letter is a vowel shadda. We have to join the previous letter to the vowel shadda with the nasal sound in between of 2 seconds. Okay. So this is a rule we've learned previously, and I'll just repeat it again so that you can remember, okay? So just
Okay.
remember this rule because you'll need to apply it again later on, okay? So try that again now. So start from here.
Rag. 1 second. Ragdun wad.
Okay, this is raga dawad.
Radawad.
Okay, let's try that again. You missed out the line over here. So raga
Raga.
dawad.
Downward.
All together, raga dawad.
Raga downward.
Excellent, perfect, much better. Okay, so like I said, this is a bit more difficult, but with practice you can get it perfect. Okay, so let's carry on.
Hulu. Hulul. Hulul.
Excellent.
Baba.
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 Yeah, because of the alif madda after the ba, you have to stretch that, and then this one only has a fatha. So hulul baba.
Hulul daba.
Excellent. Next.
Ja. Jadanwa.
Okay, you missed out the sujja. Sujja.
Suja.
Yeah, so remember you have a scene with a dhamma over here, then you have to join it to the jeen because it has a shadda on top. So sujja.
Suja.
Well done. Now over here you have to apply the same rule that we applied over here. So the nasal sound in the middle. So just like you pronounce this, you have to pronounce this. So can you try that?
Sawadawa.
Excellent. Sujjadawa.
Sujadawa.
Excellent. That was excellent, mashallah. Okay, let's carry on.
Ka kawalu kawalu kawalu.
Yeah, it's over here. This vowel is a vowel madda because the letter previously has a dhamma. So you have to stretch the ku sound out for 2 seconds. Ooh.
Ku
Then over here.
lu.
Excellent. Same thing. Kulu.
Kulu.
These are both vowel maddas. So that's why you have to stretch the sound of the previous letter for 2 seconds. Ulu.
Hulu.
Excellent. Carry on.
Hito. Hito. Tu. Naga. Fir. Ak. Aku.
Okay, this is lam, so lakum.
Lakum.
Okay, if you go back to what you did over here, join the ha to the ta. So try that again. Try this again.
Hot.
Hit.
Hita. Hit.
Excellent. Hitta.
Hitta.
Yes, because of the shadda, you have to join this to this. So hitta.
Hitta.
Now, what you have to do is you join. What letter is this?
A thumb.
Yeah. So it's a ta, tal marbuta, but it has a tanween on top. Yes. So you have to join this to the noon shadda and do it with a bit of force because of the shadda. Tunna.
Tunna.
Okay, and then you have a ghain. So tunna.
Tunna.
Yes. So when it comes to joining more than two letters together, you need to see what sign they have on top of them, and then join it accordingly. Okay. So what happens over here, that instead of a tanween, two double stroke of dhamma, you are left with one stroke of dhamma. Okay, because you need to join it to the next letter. So you are left with just one dhamma over here, and you join it to the noon mushaddad. Tunnag.
Tunna.
Then this.
Fir. Laku. Kum.
Yeah.
Ja. Khatu. Khataya. Kum.
Perfect.
Wasana. Ri. Dul.
Okay. Look at this letter. What letter is this?
Z.
Yes, so zidu.
Zidul. Muhsinin.
Excellent, mashallah. You picked up really well near the end. That was really, really good, mashallah. Okay, but you need to keep practicing. Okay, I can see that there are some rules that you are still not sure about, especially the one to do with the producing the nasal sound. For example, if you follow my hand over here, don't like that, or don't like that. Okay, just producing that 2 second nasal sound in the middle of a vowel shadda and a tanween. You need to just practice that rule, okay? And just go back to the class there where we learned that and watch the recordings, and that will really help you, okay? So make sure you you practice that, okay? Other than that, you did really, really well, okay? Mashallah, well done. A1183. Jazakallah. Okay, so let me choose another student now. Let's try. Let's try N1230 if you can find her. N1230. Assalamu alaikum. N1230. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, let's try her again. N1230. I'm unable to unmute you at the moment. I'll come back to you if I can. Okay, so let's move on to another student. A1148, if you can find them. Yeah, so A1148. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Is that A1148?
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum salam. Is that A1148?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. So you're going to be carrying on from here. So can you please read Auzu Billah and then start?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فبدل الذين ظلموا.
Okay, over here, just make sure you say it for 1 second. So, ظلموا. Well done.
قولا غير الذين
Okay, there's no na over here. It's just غير الذي.
غير الذي
Well done.
قيل هم
Try that again, but don't stretch the la out for too long over here.
قيل لهم
Yes. قيل لهم.
قيل لهم
Well done.
وأنزلنا على الذين ظلموا رج.
Okay, just stretch the mu out for 2 seconds because of the vowel madda. ظلموا. Well done.
رجز من السماء.
Okay, over here, make sure you don't join the meme to the noon. Okay, they're separate. So rijzamina.
رجز من
Well done. Okay, and then carry on. Rijzamina samai.
رجزا من السماء.
Okay, again, you're joining you're saying it as min. Okay, this is not min. This is rijzammi and then nasamai, like that. Okay.
رجزا من السماء.
E. Yeah. Then Hamza with the kasra E.
بما كانوا يفسقون.
Well done. Over here, make sure you stretch the nu sound out for 2 seconds because of the vowel madda. Kanu. And then say this again.
يفسقون.
Excellent, mashallah, well done. Try and say the qaf sound out from deeper within your throat, okay? Yafsuqun. Much better. Okay, well done. That was excellent. Okay, really good. Just the only thing I needed to correct you on was whenever you have madda letters. Okay, so remember if you have vaw, alif or ya after fatha, kasra, dhamma, make sure that those are madda letters, so you have to stretch that sound out for 2 seconds. Okay, so just remember that, and other than that you did really well. Okay, mashallah, well done. Jazakallah for your help. A1148.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. Okay, so let me just admit some more students. Okay, let's try N1230 again if we can. Okay, again N1230. I don't know why I can't unmute you. Maybe there is something wrong with your Zoom. Maybe try log off and log in again so I can hear you read the Holy Quran. Okay, let me go on to another student. N1258. Assalamu alaikum, N1258.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Okay, so we're going to carry on. So you'll be starting from here. So can you please read Auzu Billah and start?
Auzu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Wa izis tasqa Musa li
قومه فقلنا ربي عصاك الحجر.
Well done. Okay, over here, because this little small dot, that means that you can take a pause there, okay? So if you're stopping over here, then can you tell me what happens? How do you stop?
كالحجر.
Yes, kal hajar.
كالحجر.
Well done. What happens over here, like we've learned previously, this fatha becomes a sukoon. Okay, so when it becomes a sukoon, you have to end the sound at ra. Okay, hajar, like that. Okay, well done. Let's carry on.
فن ف فجرت منه اثنتا أشرك عينان.
Okay, over here, this is sheen. So ash.
أشرت عين.
Okay, over here. Now, if you're stopping over here, so the last thing over here is a noon with a tanween followed by an alif. Okay, so let's go back to the rules of waqf PDF that we learnt. So this was lesson number 21. So this rule says, let me scroll down. So over here, rule number 9, fatha with alif will be pronounced in place of tanween. So if the last bit before pausing is the letter has a tanween followed by an alif, what happens that a fatha with alif will be pronounced. So you are left with a simple fatha and an alif. So just like that, over here, where are we? Over here, you will be left with a fatha and an alif. So it would be aina.
أين.
Okay, so if you're stopping here, it would be you would now be left with a noon with a fatha followed by the alif. The alif would stay, and one of the fathas will be removed. Okay, so let's carry on.
قد علم كل أناس مشربهم.
Excellent.
كلوا واشربوا برزق الله ولا تعثوا في الأرض مفسدين.
Excellent. Mashallah. N1258, you did that really, really well. Outstanding work. Okay, well done. That was excellent. The only thing I can ask you to improve on or to revise is your rules of waqf. Okay, your pausing rules. And that, like I showed you the PDF, it's lesson number 21. So do you have the book? Do you have the Tashilul-Quran book?
No.
No? So how do you go back and revise your lessons?
Nqc.
Okay, so you go on the website and you download the lessons?
Yes.
Yeah, do you do that? Okay, I think that's how you get them. So what I want you to do is just download again the rules of waqf PDF, which is lesson number 21, and go through the rules of waqf. So if you're pausing, if you're stopping, how do you stop? Okay, but other than that, your recitation is mashallah excellent. Okay, well done. So jazakallah for your help. Let's move on to the next student. Jazakallah. Okay. So let's move on to Galaxy Tab A 2017. You are logged in with the incorrect ID. Okay, so I'm going to put you in the waiting room and I want you to log in again with the correct ID, okay? Okay. So I think N1230, you're saying you can't unmute yourself. I'm unable to unmute you as well. So try logging off and log in again, okay? So let me choose another student. Let's try Atfal this time. Let's do A11. A1131.
Assalamu
Assalamualaikum.
alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. Is that A1131?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. So we're going to be carrying on, and I believe we left off over here. So can you read A'udhu Billah and start from here?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وإذ قلتم يا موسى لن نصبر على
Yep, this is, you said it as birra. This is actually bira. The separate letter.
على
Okay, this is not minwa. This is minwa. Yeah. So what you do is you do not pronounce the actual noon. You actually produce just a nasal sound in your nose. Okay. Minwa. Okay, not minwa. It's minwa. Perfect. Well done. So minwa. Okay, this ha over here has a simple kasra. So don't stretch it for too long. Hidden.
فَادْعُ رَبَّكَ يُخْرِجْ لَنَا
Okay, just 1 second. Okay, Lana, excellent. Over here.
مِمَّا
Excellent. Bitul. Yeah.
بَقْلِهَا
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you to stop there, okay? You've done really, really well, mashallah. You read really beautifully in continuation without pausing and taking too many breaks. So that was really, really good, excellent. And another thing you did really, really well was produce these, read these meme makluba letters perfectly, okay? So these small memes over here for the rest of everyone at home as well. These are meme maklubas. So you learnt this yesterday as well with your teacher. And so instead of saying tun over here, you said tum, which was excellent. And instead of saying min over here, you said mim because of the meme makluba over here, okay? So that was excellent. A1131, perfect. You read really, really well, okay? Jazakallah for your help. Okay, so let me... Allah Hafiz. Let me choose another student now. Okay, let me just give me 1 second. Okay, so let's move on to the next student. Let's try a Nasirat this time. Let's do N1263. Assalamu alaikum. N1263, Assalamu alaikum. N1263, you have the mic. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam. Is that N1263?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, but I came in a bit late.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
I came in a bit late.
You came in a bit late. Okay, no problem. All we're doing today is we are reading from the Holy Quran, okay? So I'm going to ask you to carry on from where the last person left off, which was over here. So if you read A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajeem and you start from here, okay?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قال تس
Over here,
قال
just the qaf after the qaf and fatha. Qaf with a fatha, you have an alif. And this is an alif madda. So you have to stretch the qaf sound out for 2 seconds. Qala.
قال
Well done.
تس تبديلون لزي
Okay, over here what you need to do is you need to join the noon to the lam, okay? Even though after the noon you have a fatha, this fatha is to be ignored, okay? And what you do is you straight away join the noon to the lam, because what does the lam have on top of this? What's this W looking sign? What's this called?
I forgot.
It's a shadda, okay? So this is a shadda, so that means you have to join the previous letter to the letter with the shadda. And so it's noon, and then you have to join it to the lam. Nalla.
نلزي move أدنى بلا زي
Again, over here the lam has a billa.
بلا
So you have to do it with a bit of excellent, with a bit of force. Billadhi.
بالذي هو غير
Okay, over here, this is kha first of all. Khair, like that. Okay, khairun. Now, if you want to stop over here because of the small ta, you have to remember your rules of waqf. Okay, and the ra, the last letter, what you do is when you're pausing, you look at the last letter. Okay, and the last letter is the ra, and you look at what sign it has. So this has a tanween on top of it, so dhamma then, double stroke dhamma. And like we saw previously, if something has a dhamma then on top of it, and the last letter is, you know, whatever letter it is, what happens is that the sukoon, the tanween becomes a sukoon. So you're left with the sukoon on top like that. So just like that over here, the ra has a tanween. So if you're pausing, this tanween becomes a sukoon. So you're left with khair. Now if you're stopping, you would only say khair. Well done. Okay, so you wouldn't say the whole bit. You wouldn't say khairun. That would be wrong if you're stopping over here, okay? And this little ta means to take a pause. So that's why you would take a pause, but then you have to apply the rules of waqf. And the rules of waqf say that if the last letter before the pausing has a tanween on it, that tanween becomes a sukoon. So, huwa khair.
هو خير
Well done. Let's carry on.
هومي ميران
Okay, this is a ta. Okay, just remember this is a ta. So say this again.
تومي
This is tu.
توميران
You're forgetting this letter over here. So join this to this.
me I forgot that letter.
This is a sod. Okay, so try that again.
Miss
Wow.
run fali fa
Inna. Okay, just remember any letter with a shadda, and a shadda is this this W looking sign. This is called a shadda. Okay, so when this comes on top of a letter, what you do is you join that letter to the previous letter with force. Okay, so it wouldn't be ina, it would be inna. Well done.
Inna kum
This is la.
lakum ma
Excellent. Lakum ma.
sa sa'altum
No. Sa'altum. Now over here, do you see that I can see that you're getting a bit confused between an alif and a lam? Then if it's an alif, it will have nothing attached onto it later, okay? So if it's the last, if it has nothing, this alif over here, it has a letter attached to it before, but it has nothing afterwards, okay? So this and this are not joined together. That's what tells you that this is an alif and not a lam. Same thing over here. This is an alif because it has a letter joined onto it before, but it doesn't have a letter joined onto it afterwards. Okay, these are separate. These are not joined by any sense. Whereas if you look at a lam, then usually it has a letter. It can have a letter joined to it before and after. So if you look at over here, this is a lam. So this lam has a letter joined onto it in front of it as well. Okay, and that's what tells you that it's a lam and not an alif. Okay, so that's little ways that you can find out if it's an alif or a lam, because I can see that you're getting a bit confused. Okay, but other than that, you're doing really, really well. Okay, so let's carry on.
wakuri but
Okay, what letter is this?
sod
No, this is a dod. Okay, a sod with a dot on top of it is a dod.
okay
So do that again now.
waduri but alayhim himuzi la
Yeah.
himuzila to
Okay, over here again you're looking at the shadda rule, okay? So this zal has a shadda and lam has a shadda. So join the meme to the zal with the force and then zal to the lam. So try that again.
muzilla
Muzilla. Yes, well done, okay? So meme to the zal with force, then zal to the lam with force. Muzilla. Well done. And again over here, can you see that what letter is this?
lam
Yes, and how do we know it's a lam?
because it's joined to another letter.
Yes, exactly. So lam can be joined onto a letter before, and it can also be joined onto a letter afterwards. Whereas alif, okay, alif can't be joined onto the letter after. So it can only be joined onto the letter before. Okay, like over here. So alif cannot be joined to a letter after, but it can be joined onto a letter before. That's how you can tell it's an alif. Okay, so well done. Himudilla, and then over here.
Kuwa.
This is not a qaf, this is a this is ta, okay, the letter ta, tal marbuta, okay, special kind of ta. So it has a dhamma on it. So how would you pronounce this?
Tu.
Well done. Carry on.
Tuwal. Tuwalmas. Kanaku.
Okay. Over here, because it's pausing over here, what happens is that this tal marbuta, if it was normally, you would have pronounced this as kanatu, like that, okay? But what happens is when you pause, this tal marbuta now becomes a ha, okay? So you get rid of the ta, you get rid of the two dots, you get rid of the dhamma, and you're just left with a letter ha. So it would be kana. Well done. Okay, excellent. Mashallah, well done. N1263, you did really, really well. But like I said, keep practicing with your letters as well. Okay, you're getting confused with some letters. So practice your letters first of all, and then obviously practice all the rules that we've learned previously as well, and that will really help you get get fluent with reading the Holy Quran. Okay, well, mashallah, well done, you did really well.
And
Jazakillah.
can you choose me for the end dua?
Okay, I'll see, because you've already read, I'll see if I can choose you again. Okay,
Okay.
so let's choose another student for now. So let's do a Tifl this time. A1179. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Is that A1179?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. So let's start from, we left off over here, so let's start from here.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وباءوا بغضب من الله
Well done.
ذلك بأنهم كانوا يكفرون.
Okay, over here, this is Kanu. Yes, you didn't prolong the ka sound out for 2 seconds, okay? Remember, this might not look like it, but this is an alif madda, okay? So that's why you have to prolong it for 2 seconds. And then again over here, this is a vaw madda. So, furuna.
Kuruna.
Kanu yakfuruna.
Kanu yakfuruna.
Well done, excellent. Okay, just remember your madda letters. Start from here now.
بآيات الله ويقتلون النبيين بغير الحق.
Okay, now if you're stopping over here, so this is a little pause sign, and this means to pause. So if you're stopping over here, can you tell me how you would pause?
حق.
Yes. So what happens is that this kasra underneath becomes a sukoon now. Okay, so when you stop, say it with as haqq.
حق.
Well done. Another thing, when you say over here, can you say this again for me?
Tillahi.
Okay, when you say it, make sure you don't round your mouth, okay? This is simple, tillahi.
Tillahi.
Okay, now if this ta had a fatha or a dhamma on top of it, then you would round your mouth, okay? But if it's a kasra, you do not round your mouth and you simply say tilla like that, okay? So just remember that rule, that if a letter, this letter had a fatha or a dhamma, then you would round your mouth, okay? If it's a kasra, you do not, okay? But I can see what you're doing, but make sure that if it's a kasra, you don't round your mouth, okay? Let's carry on.
ذلك بما عصوا وكانوا يعتدون.
Perfect, excellent. I'm going to ask you to carry on.
إن الذين آمنوا والذين هادوا والنصارى والصابئين من آمن بالله واليوم الآخر وعمل صالحا فلهم أجرهم عند ربهم ولا خوف عليهم ولا هم يحزنون.
Perfect, mashallah. That was really nice to hear you reading the Holy Quran. You read that beautifully, okay? I really enjoyed the way you recited. because you read in continuation, you didn't take many pauses, and your pronunciation on most of the words was excellent, and I can't fault you on it. Okay, so mashallah, you're doing really, really well. Just remember to revise your rules of waqf. Okay, so like I said to another student as well, lesson number 21, and this is for everybody to remember. Lesson number 21 is your rules of waqf, and it's a difficult lesson to learn, so that's why you must keep on going back to it. Okay, so remember to do that. But other than that, you're doing really, really well, mashallah. Okay, A1179, jazakallah for your help.
Jazakallah.
So let's move on to another student. Let's try A1165 and N1253. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Welcome, Sam. Is that two students there? So N1253 and A1165?
Yes.
Okay, who's on the mic right now?
N1253.
Okay, let's do N1253 first, okay?
Okay.
So we're going to start from, we just left off over here, so let's scroll down and we're starting from here, okay? So can you start?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وإذ أخذنا ميثاقكم ورفعنا فوقكم الطور خذوا.
Okay, over here, just if you're pausing over here, so it's recommended that you pause over here and take a breath. So if you're pausing over here, this what the ra becomes a sukoon. Okay, so you're left with famu mutur.
Kakumuttur.
Yeah, like that. Okay, well done. Carry on.
خذوا ما آتيناكم بقوة واذكروا
Ma.
فيه لعلكم تتقون.
Well done. That was really, really good. Nearly perfect over here. Make sure this is a ya madda. So fi, and then over here you stretch the he out for too long. Only 1 second because of the kasra. So fihi.
فيه.
Well done. That was really, really good. Mashallah. Excellent. Just remember to revise your rules of waqf. Other than that, you're doing really, really well. Okay. Now, can you give the mic to A1163? I think it was.
Assalamualaikum.
What's your ID again?
A1165.
65. Okay. So we're going to be carrying on from here. So can you read from here?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ثم والليل
Yeah, remember the meme makluba over here. So instead of saying min at the end, you're saying mim. Yeah. Okay, now if you're pausing over here because of the small gene, you have to turn this fatha into a sukoon. So it would be dhalik. Okay, well done. Carry on.
فلولا فزلوا
Okay, over here, just remember, just remember the alif madda over here. Falawla.
فلولا
Carry on.
فو فضل فضل الله عليكم ورحمته ورحمته.
Okay, over here, just don't stretch the tu out for too long over here because it has a simple dhamma. So, wa rahmatuhu.
ورحمته.
Excellent. Because the ha has an inverted dhamma, the tu has a dhamma, ha has an inverted dhamma. So you need to be careful of your timing, okay? But other than that, well done. Carry on.
لكنتم
Join it to this. So join the. Excellent.
لكنتم من الخاسرين.
Well done. That was really, really good, mashallah. Excellent. Okay. So you just got a little bit confused in some places with the yamada or the inverted dhamma or the simple dhamma. But just make sure that you keep practicing. But other than that, both of you, mashallah, N1253 and A1165, you did really,
Thank
really well.
you. Jazakallah.
Jazakumullah. Jazakumullah.
Jazakallah.
So let's move on to other students. Let me try one more student now. Let me try a Nasirat this time. N12, N1238. Assalamualaikum. N1238. Assalamualaikum.
Pick N1240 and then it'll be dark.
N1238. You are unmuted. Assalamualaikum. Okay, I think I've unmuted N1240. Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
Is that N1240?
Yes.
Okay, so I think I've unmuted you instead of N1238, but that's fine. You can stay on the line, okay? So let's do start from here. So can you please read Auzubillah and start from here?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ولقد علمتم
Okay, over here, this is Ain with a fatha, and then over here, Lam, Kasra, and then Mim with a sukoon. So you need to join the Lam to the Mim. Alim.
علمتم لا
Okay, you do not join the you don't join the tu to the Mim. These are two separate letters. So tu, and then the Mim you have to join to the Lam because of the shadda. So mulla.
تملا
Alimtu mulla.
علمتم
To mulla. Yeah?
تملا
Well done. Carry on.
زينة
Zina. Join the noon. Join the noon to the Ain.
تا
Join these two together because of the sukoon. You have to join it to this.
نا
Na.
دا دو
Well done.
منكم
Well done.
فساد
Fisab.
في السبت فقلنا لهم كونا Kunu.
Kunu. Yeah, this is a waw madda, so kunu.
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 Well done.
Kiradan. Kirada. Tan.
Qirada. Tan.
Tan. Ha. Ha.
Yeah.
Si. 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 Si.
Well done. Yes, so you stop over here. So siin.
Si.
Well done. Have you been revising your lessons?
No.
You haven't. Okay. So I think that's why you're struggling. So you need to go back to the lessons that we've learned. Okay. So this course is about to finish now. So on Friday we have our last lesson, but you have all the recordings available to you from all the previous lessons that we've learned. So what you can do is you can go onto the Nqc website, go onto recordings, find all the recordings and go over them, and also go over the PDFs that we have, or if you have the book you can go over the book as well. Okay, so I can see that you were struggling a lot during when you were reading the verse, and the only reason for that is because you haven't been revising. Okay, so you need to revise, and that's the only way that you can get better. Okay, so will you do that? After class will you go and revise?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the only thing I can tell you is to revise. Okay, because there were many mistakes that you made when you were reading, and like I said, the only way you can improve is by revision. Okay, and that's not just to you, that's to everybody that's listening right now. Okay, you need to revise, otherwise it will be very, very difficult for you to carry on and get better and better at reading from the Holy Quran. Okay, but jazakallah for your help, and like I said, keep revising. Okay.
Jazakallah.
Jazakallah. Okay. Okay, so we're coming to the end of our class now, and just wanted to make an announcement about our concluding session that is on 30th March. So this Friday is our last class of this course, and the time that this will be happening is at 7 p.m. So 7 to 8 p.m. we will be having our final concluding session. Okay, and the meeting ID for that will be a bit different to what it is right now. So 226-604-262 will be the meeting ID. So can you all please note this down? 226-604-262 is the meeting ID that you will be expected to log on to on Friday 30th March. Okay, and the password to the meeting is the same as you have right now. So the password that you use to log into the meeting right now is the same as that, but the last number is 2. Okay, so instead of the number that you use right now to enter today's class, the number is changed to 2. Okay, so the rest of the password is the same, but the last number is, instead of whatever it is now, it's 2 now. Okay, so that's the announcement that I wanted to make. This was made yesterday as well, and it will be made throughout the week. So please note this meeting ID down and the password as well. Okay. The homework for today's class is to revise the verses that we've completed today. Okay, so if I go back to what we've done today, so we ended it over here and we started over here. Okay, so verse number 59 is what we started on, and we've ended up on verse number 66. Okay, 59 to 66 is the verses we've completed today, and I want you to revise that at home. Okay, so now we're going to end the class with our prayer. So let me choose a student quickly. N1263. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. I'm going to ask you to help me read the final prayer, okay? So please repeat after me. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem.
Bismillahir rahmanir rahim.
Bismillahir rahmanir rahim.
Allahumma arhamni
Allahumma arhamni
bil Qur'anil Azim.
bil Quranil Azim.
Well done. Translation, please.
O Allah, have mercy on me through the great Quran.
Well done. Excellent. Okay, so that was very well done, everybody, to whoever read today's Holy Quran. Keep revising, and inshallah we'll see you again. We'll hear from you all again tomorrow, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.